On this video I'll give you a quick overview to the back office of your members area at ei42.com. So log in by going to ei42.com/friends. You'll see there's quite a lot of detail here and it's ever expanding, so it may be different by the time you get to watch this video. Your back office might be slightly different. Lots of tools and resources are constantly being added, and you'll see though in the general you've got first of all this top left hand corner you've got account. You can also access that with the tabs across the top of the page here as well. You've got your account, which will check your details like your name and address and so on. You've got view friends here. This allows you to actually see how much of a team you've built and who they are and so on. You've got tell friends. If you're just starting out in the business and you want to contact a few friends to invite them along to your EI42 business, you can use that option there. Personally, I'd still recommend you use the myfreesuperstore.com to send people to bring them through to your website, but that's again as we stand at current, so things are probably changing all the time and it's up to you to choose which website you want to invite your friends to. Contact sponsors. If you want to actually contact the people who are above you in the business, who are kind of responsible for maintaining your focus and helping you with the business, if you click on that button there, it will send an email to the 7 people above you who introduced you effectively to the business. On this section here, web banners, that's taken for granted. I'll actually go into this section here because it's worth showing you some more detail here in the banners. Personally, again, I would avoid using web banners if possible, because banners these days, a lot of people know they're just advertising and so on, but they can be a very nice way of giving a good feel to a website, because people can see that the banners are there, and therefore it can add some nice colour and so on. With the banners, you've actually got a drop down. You've got 5 pages at the moment of different banners, so you can search through those banners using the methods there, and there really are lots of banners that you can use, and you just copy and paste that text that's available and put that into a website, and that can be on there. So if you've got a blog or you've got a MySpace page, you can put banners in your MySpace page as well. But like I say, don't rely just solely on banners for marketing your business. So let's just go back to the dashboard again. We've got some other promotional materials in here as well. You've got flyers and leaflets and all sorts of other things, so check out the promotional materials there, again constantly being updated. Gadgets and widgets, these are little tools that you can add. Again, if you've got a website, you can add a search box to your website, or maybe a homepage. If you use a homepage on Google, you can include that as part of your homepage, and that'll just help you to remind you to use your own EI42 for your shopping. Join another country. As I'm recording this at the moment, we're pre-launch any other countries, but that button there will allow you to access to join in other countries and so on. Personal rebates, you can actually see under this tab all the things that you've personally bought from your own shop and how much you spent on that, how much commission you've got, and what that is as a percentage. Team commissions, you get a full breakdown here. Let's just show you some of the team commissions to give you a flavour of things. So in team commissions, you get a full breakdown. Like I say, you've got the date the item has been purchased, or the date that yes, it's been purchased, because the status over here is pending, and you'll see here somebody today has bought something from Kitchens Direct, and the commission there to me is 25.31 pence. It was someone on my power too, so in other words it was a friend of a friend. Another one here, when it says a retailer name hidden for privacy reasons, that's because they're on your Power 1. That means it's someone you've personally introduced, and it may be they're buying things from shops, and to maintain their privacy, you can't actually see which shop they're buying from your personal referrals, especially if, for instance, you only had one personal referral and you could see they were buying lots of things from eBay or something like that, and you didn't want them buying things from eBay. But so that's hidden you from you for privacy reasons. But any item that's purchased from any other power, not your personally referred people, then you get to see which retailer they've purchased that from, and also a bit of detail about that. You can also adjust these columns, so you can click on commission and it will reorder the column there based in low to high order or high to low order, and we'll just get to see that in a second. And indeed, here we go. So we have top commissions for this month so far. Actually no, these are team commissions. Top commissions on team commissions, £2.81.25, and you can scroll down there and see some of the commissions, so that even when people on level 3 are still getting 33 pence, there, and so on, and level 3 there at £2.81 as well. So that is how you see the commissions, your team commissions. Let's just go back to the dashboard again. Back on the dashboard, the next option we have is reports, and that gets to show us our income based on a weekly or a monthly basis. Have some fun with that. There's an income estimator. Once you've got more than, I can't remember, a certain number of customers in your team, then you'll be able to see the income estimator, which will give you a rough guide, a very rough guide as to how your business is actually growing, what your potential income is. I wouldn't rely on this too much, purely because no business is stationary. Anyone who's got an EI42 business, their income will be growing steadily as their business grows. So you'll see here, for instance, at the moment, for my business, it's saying at the moment the estimated monthly income is £35 and a penny. It doesn't mean that my annual income is only going to be £420, because my estimated monthly income at the at current figures is growing by about 20% per month. So it's just there for a bit of fun, really, I think, more than anything else. So let's go back to the dashboard again. And you'll see the next item we have here is payment preference. You can select here whether you wish to be paid by direct bank transfer, paid by PayPal, or paid by cheque in the post. And you'll see here I've selected to be paid direct to my bank account, and it says I've already updated or submitted my bank details, so it doesn't store these details on the site here, because obviously that's very secure information. But you can select if you want to be paid by cheque or PayPal there. So again, back to the dashboard. And the next option we have here is payment history, and you can see all the payments you've had, so it's good for tax purposes and things like that, so you can see a full record of when you've been paid and how much you've been paid and so on. Then we've got managed mailing lists. That's allowing you to subscribe or unsubscribe yourself to different mailing lists. You might be interested purely from a customer perspective on money saving tips with your EI42 site, or you might be interested in the business angle and how to build a business and so on. Up on the right hand side here we've got user guides. There's a whole set of user guides and a help desk as well, where you can submit tickets if you've got a particular question. Let's say there's a payment gone missing or something like that, you can submit tickets onto the help desk, and then you've got all your financial details there as well. So that pretty much is your members back office, and very comprehensive it is too.